Like 3 a.m., I woke up in the middle of the night and I was inspired. And the words just started to come to me. And my first instinct was, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired. And I said, Saira, if you don't do this right now, it's gone forever. You will never remember this again. Because you know how it is at night, we don't remember. And so I grabbed my phone, I opened my notes app in my phone, and I wrote this book in my notes app on my phone. So the next day, I go to sleep. The next day I wake up and I read it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually like good. So read it would be like, I wrote it when I was, half asleep. It's going to be terrible. So I sent it to my friends and I said, hey, can you look at this? And I sent them and I said, can you read this and just tell me like what you think? And they both said, when did you do this? I'm like, I did this last night. So I kept kind of revising it. But I think I was really intimidated. I was really scared about taking this step because I didn't believe in myself. Who was going to illustrate it? How was I going to get it into people's hands? Like all of these different questions came up. And then I just said, you know what? I just have to take the next step. Whatever that is, right? I just have to take one more step. And that's actually how I ended up losing 50 pounds. I just added one more step every day. I said, you know what? If I can't do 2 miles day one, I can do 1/4 of a mile. And then day two, I'll do 1/4 of a mile plus 2 steps. And then the next day plus 2 more. And before I knew it, I was walking 3 miles a day, right? So I said, all right, let me try the same philosophy and just add a step. So I just kept doing one more thing. And an illustrator. Do one more thing, send him my ideas. Do one more thing, get his feedback. And I just kind of kept layering one on top of the other. And I think the biggest turning point for me was when I realized I didn't actually care if the book was successful or not. I just wanted my mom on one shelf. That's all I cared about. One shelf, one book, one story. That was all I cared about. So the day the book launched was actually the day the world shut down for COVID. And the publisher that I was working, we were working on all of these book tour events. Like I was gonna go to Barnes and Nobles and like all these different places and do like readings. Like she had kind of had this whole thing set up and then the whole world shut down. And I was so sad about it because like I was really loved the book and I really wanted to promote it. But I said to myself, again, Saira, remember why you did this. You didn't do this to be famous. You didn't do this to be rich. You did this so mom would be on one shelf in one library. So I took the book to our public library, the Hollis primary school where we live, and I gave them a copy. And my daughter, to this day, it's been 6 years, I think, or 5 years since COVID, so 5 years since the book came out, she still comes home and says, Mom, every now and then I'll go look to see if someone's checked it out. And she's like, and it's checked out a lot. And that to me, I went to the school, I read it to all the kids, and it was just so rewarding. And I thought to myself, this is my mother forever. And that was all I wanted. And so I think that for anyone who is like struggling with taking a big step or doing a big project, seems so scary, don't think about the end goal, right? If marathon runners were constantly thinking about finishing, right, you get so focused on that you just forget to put one foot in front of the other, right? Yep. That's all you have to do. You just have to take the next step. And if you can do that, the steps will keep coming. And before you know it, you've published a book, you've lost 50 pounds, right? You've cleared your skin, like whatever it is that you cared about, but it's all baby steps. You just have to kind of take the first one.